Hello and welcome to World in 2 Minutes, brought to you by trtworld.com. Let's take a look at this hour's developing stories. Some of the estimated 130,000, mostly Syrian Kurd refugees who have fled to Turkey are attempting to go back to fight the ISIS militants who forced them to flee. The refugee crisis has become increasingly desperate, prompting the UN Refugee Agency to call for more help for Turkey to cope with the displaced families. The UN's refugee agency, UNHCR, says this is the largest influx of refugees since the start of the Syrian conflict in 2011. ISIS militants are reported to be closing in on the Syrian town of Ain al-Arabon, also known as Kobani. The fall of the town would give ISIS militants complete control of the area. The Lebanese army distanced itself from a video showing troops abusing Syrian detainees in an area where soldiers have battled ISIS, saying the incident was isolated. The video provoked widespread outrage as it showed around 30 Syrian men lying on the ground. 30 Lebanese soldiers and policemen are being held hostage by ISIS, and the army has stepped up shelling of ISIS positions in the Arsal region. It has also carried out multiple raids targeting Syrian refugees, particularly at informal camps in the region. The Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe will meet today to discuss the legal and democratic situation in Crimea. The human rights violations faced by the peninsula's Crimean Tatar and Ukrainian people is one of the key issues on their agenda. President of the OSCE Ukrainian Foreign Policy Department, Alexei Makayev, is expected to speak on the issue. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan indicated for the first time that his country may have traded ISIS group prisoners it held captive in exchange for the 49 Turkish hostages held by the militants. Asked about a possible trade to rescue the hostages in New York as part of a conversation with the Council of Foreign Relations, Erdogan said such things may be possible. He said Israel released 1,500 Palestinian prisoners in exchange for one Israeli hostage, claiming that such trade-offs are possible. And that's it for this hour's session of World in 2 Minutes. You can check back with us at trtworld.com once every 2 hours for more stories.